We have a wild top 5 cards for you today, full of young prospects from hockey, baseball, basketball, and football, plus one veteran football player whose cards are trending up. Can you guess who? We'll tell you now. Hello, sports card investors, and welcome to another Top 5 Tuesday. We have a lot of brand new names on today's Top 5 list. Some young players that are starting to do big things in the sports card market. So we got a lot to get into today. And of course, today's Top 5 is sponsored by Whatnot. Whatnot has awesome live auctions every day and night starting at just $1 for packs, boxes, breaks, singles, and more. It's a lot of fun. And if you scan the QR code on your screen or use our special link in the show description below, you'll get $15 in free credit when you sign up for Whatnot. Okay, let's start today's show by taking an overall look at the sports card market by looking at the market pulse by market movers. And we are once again in the November slide. I warned everybody that this was going to be coming. Cards typically drop in November as people are starting to save their cash for holiday gifts and other things, and we're seeing it play out here. Over the last 7 days, the SCI 500 index of the 500 most prominent sports cards is down 0.7%. It's down almost 3% over the last 30 days, kind of what we expected to see. It is still up on the year overall, 1.8% going back to January 1st at the beginning of this year. The good news is that starting about the middle of December, the card market starts to heat up again, and January is typically a very good month for sports card sales, so it won't be long until we see these numbers going up again, hopefully. But now let's zoom in on some of the cards that are going up and down the most. It's time for today's Top 5. We're starting today's list with a cold card because it's a reminder that sometimes the hot cards that we feature on this show, they can quickly turn cold. And that is the case with Caleb Williams, the rookie quarterback for the Chicago Bears. 3 weeks ago, the Bears gave up a game-winning Hail Mary to the Washington Commanders, to Jaden Daniels, and that seems to have put their team into a downward spiral. Now, Caleb Williams actually started the year pretty decently. He led the Bears to a promising 4-2 record in their first 6 games. But since that Hail Mary, they have been winless. They have lost their last 3 games, including losing this past weekend to the New England Patriots and their rookie quarterback, Drake May. And by the way, the Bears scored only 3 points in that game against the New England Patriots. And Caleb Williams simply got outplayed by Drake May in that game. Williams was inaccurate all day, and he struggled greatly against the blitz. He got sacked 9 times for a loss of 51 yards. You can imagine those types of numbers, they're not going to be good for his football card prices. Let's take a look. So here, market movers, I got 5 of Caleb Williams cards up on the screen. We're going to start with his 2022 Bowman Chrome University First Prospect card. We're going to look at that in PSA 10. We're also going to look at the auto version of that card in raw condition. We're also going to look at his 2023 Bowman Chrome University Sapphire Edition. Nice looking card. We'll look at that in PSA 10. And then his 2024 Topps Now Draft card. We're going to look at that in PSA 10 as well as in PSA 9 condition. You can see on the chart all of these sliding in the wrong direction. In fact, over the last 30 days, all of these cards that I just mentioned are down anywhere between 18% and down 71% over the last 30 days. None of this is good. His 2022 Bowman Chrome's First Prospect card in PSA 10 30 days ago was close to $82. Today it is just $51. The raw version of his 2022 Bowman Chrome First Prospect Auto, this is ugly. 30 days ago, somebody bought that card for $350. The most recent sale of that card is all the way down at $168. That is a $183 dip here over the last 30 days. Not good at all. His Sapphire in PSA 10's gone from around $64 down to $37. His Topps Now Draft card in PSA 10's gone from around $47 down to around $38, and in PSA 9 from around $32 down to around $9. Not a good moment in time to have Caleb Williams cards in your collection. But now let's talk about cards going up. That's a happier thing to do. And this week we are starting with our investment card of the week, Mike Schmidt. And in particular, Mike Schmidt's 1973 Topps rookie card. Now, you probably know Mike Schmidt was a longtime third baseman for the Philadelphia Phillies. In fact, he played there from 1972 all the way till 1989, 18 years with the Phillies, and he became widely regarded as one of the greatest third basemen of all time. He was known for his exceptional power, defensive skills, and his leadership on the field. And Schmidt led the Phillies to their first World Series title in 1980. And he won the World Series MVP as well due to his outstanding performance in that World Series. Schmidt was a 3-time National League MVP, a 10-time Gold Glove Award winner, and he was selected to 12 All-Star games throughout his career. And there's a lot of baseball card collectors that fondly collect his cards, and that demand is driving prices up right now. And here is that 1973 Topps rookie third baseman card in Market Movers. There's Mike Schmidt on that card right there. We're going to look at this card in PSA 7, PSA 8, PSA 8.5, and PSA 9 condition, all of which up quite a bit over the course of the last year. We're looking at the last 365 days there on our chart. And over the last 365 days, the PSA 7 has gone from $426 up to about $500. The PSA 8 has gone from $993 up to $1,150. The PSA 8.5 has gone from $1,590 up to $1,830. But how about the PSA 9? Massive gain on the PSA 9. 1 year ago, somebody bought that card for $5,280. And it most recently sold for $9,800. That is an increase in value of over $4,500 on that card over the course of the last year. Now, keep in mind, with vintage cards like this, the visual appearance of the card can affect things. So not every PSA 9 looks exactly like every other PSA 9. Some may be a little more valuable than others if the image is real clear and sharp and the card's well centered. But nonetheless, an impressive gain, a $4,500 plus gain for two cards in the same grade over the last year. You know what? It often pays to invest in Hall of Famers, all-time greats, and vintage cards. Now let's turn our attention to players playing today. And in the number 5 spot, it is Kirill Kaprizov, the left wing of the Minnesota Wild. The Minnesota Wild are off to one of the best starts this season in the NHL. They already have 10 wins through their first 15 games of the season. And part of the reason for this is due to the stellar play of Kaprizov. In fact, his numbers have been absolutely spectacular this season. He's already scored 9 goals. He's accumulated 19 assists, and he leads the NHL in a plus minus of 14, plus 14 on the season. If he keeps these numbers up, he will go on to have the greatest individual season in Minnesota Wild franchise history. We don't know if that's going to happen yet. It's still early, but he is certainly off to an impressive start, as are his hockey cards. And I have 4 of those cards up on my screen here in Market Movers. I'm going to look at his 2020 Upper Deck Young Guns base card in PSA 10 condition. I'm also going to look at that in raw condition. I'm going to look at his Young Guns canvas in PSA 10 condition. And then finally, his 2020 SP Authentic Future Watch Auto number to $9.99. We'll look at that in raw condition as well. And over the last 30 days, you can see the chart moving up nicely on all of these cards. These cards are up anywhere between 14% and all the way up around 68%. Wow. The PSA 10 of his Upper Deck Young Guns base card from 2020, 30 days ago was $125, most recently sold for $163. In raw, it's gone from $36 to over $60. The canvas in PSA 10's gone from around $89 up to $128. And then finally, that Future Watch Auto number to $9.99 in raw condition. 30 days ago was right around $500. Today, $576 with the most recent sale. In the number 4 spot today, we are going with a Japanese baseball star who may soon be the next American baseball sensation. Roki Sazaki has pitched in Japan for the last 4 seasons in the NPB League over in Japan, and he's done exceptionally well. He has a 2.10 ERA over the course of those 4 seasons, striking out almost 12 players per game and doing it with a fastball that is over 100 miles per hour strong. But now he's going to get his chance to come to America. His Japanese team has posted him to Major League Baseball free agency, making him available for all 30 Major League Baseball teams to bid on him and hopefully win his services in free agency this offseason. Now, some say that he may be the greatest Japanese sensation to hit the market since a player named Shohei Ohtani. Yeah, there's some Ohtani comparisons being drawn here, so you can imagine that has the attention of baseball card collectors. So let's look at a few of those baseball cards that Sazaki has out here. This is his 2021 Topps Chrome NPB, so the Japanese Baseball League cards that Topps makes. We're going to look at the base card here in raw condition. We're also going to look at the refractor card here in raw condition as well. We're going to look at the World Baseball Classic card. He pitched in the 2023 World Baseball Classic, so this is his 2023 Topps Now World Baseball Classic card. We're going to look at that in PSA 10 condition. And then finally, we're going to look at his 2023 Bowman Chrome World Baseball Classic Flag Refractor card, number to 499. We're going to look at that in raw condition. All four of these cards have been shooting up in the sports card market here over the course of the last 30 days, and of course, particularly recently when the news broke that he would be potentially moving to the major leagues next season. These cards over the last 30 days are up anywhere between 57% and over 4,000%. That is crazy. His base card from 2021 Topps Chrome, 30 days ago, that card was selling for $1.29. You could have found that card in the dollar bins. But now it is selling for over $53. That right there is what dreams are made of. Finding a dollar card in a dollar bin and 30 days later being able to flip it for over $50. That is the case with Sazaki's cards. His refractor was $55 30 days ago in raw condition, now selling for around $90. His World Baseball Classic card in PSA 10 condition 30 days ago was around $35. Now that's worth around $90. And the raw of his 2023 Bowman Chrome Flag Refractor has gone from $65 to $102 in just the last 30 days. Let's turn our attention to the NBA for the number 3 card today, and it is Balal Kabali, the shooting guard for the Washington Wizards. Now, of course, when you think about the 2023 NBA draft and French players in that draft, everybody thinks of the number 1 overall pick, Victor Wembanyama, and for good reason. But a lot of people forget that Balal Kabali, who was Victor Wembanyama's teammate over in France, he was drafted 7th overall, and he has lived up to that billing and then some so far this season. He's having a great season for Washington, averaging 17 points per game, 5.5 rebounds per game, 3 assists per game, and he has already recorded multiple 20-point games, including a career-high 27-point game. So there's a lot of reason to be excited about his basketball cards. Let's take a look at some of them here in Market Movers. This is Kabali's 2023 Prism Silver card. We're going to look at that in PSA 10. We're also going to look at that in raw condition. We're going to look at his 2023 Optic Red Seismic card, number to 130. We're going to look at that in raw condition. We're going to look at his 2023 Contenders Rookie Ticket Auto in raw condition. And then finally, let's take a look at his 2023 Mosaic Pictographs Autographs Blue, number to 49 in raw condition. We'll just put a ton of his cards here on the screen. By the way, check out all of the different variations of his cards that Market Movers has just for Mosaic alone. Literally every single variation of his card in Mosaic, as well as all the other sets, Prism, all the other sets we're tracking here in Market Movers. So tons of cards to choose from. We chose these 5 today because these 5 have really been on the move. Over the last 30 days, these cards are up anywhere between 40% and all the way up to 315%. Balal's Silver Prism in PSA 10's gone from around $55 to about $77 over the course of the last 30 days. In raw condition, it's gone from around $9 up to over $19. The Red Seismic in raw conditions gone from $6.50 up to $27. That one from 2023 Optic. His Contenders Rookie Ticket Auto in raw conditions gone from $31 to $45 over the last 30 days. And then finally, that Pictographs from Mosaic, number to 49. The auto's gone from $25 up to $36 over the course of the last 30 days. Been fun seeing all of these cards move up, and another player from that 2023 NBA draft class seeing his cards get hot in the basketball card market. We sure have had a lot of young up-and-coming players in today's list so far, so let's go with a veteran. In the number 2 spot today, it is DeAndre Hopkins, the new wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. And man, better lucky than good, perhaps, for the Kansas City Chiefs this season. They remain the last unbeaten team in the NFL as they escaped yet again, winning another close game on Sunday against the Broncos with a blocked field goal right at the end of the game. But DeAndre Hopkins, he's only been with the team for a few weeks, but man, he's made a big impact. Of course, the Chiefs picked him up before the trade deadline after Rashee Rice suffered a season-ending injury, so they wanted to supplement their wide receiver room a little bit more. And in the 3 games that he has played so far with the Chiefs, Hopkins has 171 receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. So people are already seeing him make an impact. And of course, with the Chiefs well-positioned to get the number 1 overall spot in the AFC for the playoffs, there's a lot of football card collectors and investors and speculators who think that Hopkins will have a real opportunity to make an impact come playoff time. So let's look at a few of his cards here in Market Movers. We're going back to 2013 to find his rookie cards. That's his 2013 Topps Chrome rookie card in PSA 10 condition. This is his 2013 Prism Base rookie card in PSA 10 condition. We're also going to look at his Prism Silver in raw condition. We're going to look at his Topps Chrome X-Fractor rookie card in PSA 10 condition. And then finally, his 2013 Contenders Rookie Ticket Auto Catching Variation in raw condition. And over the last 30 days, all of these cards have done very nicely. If you happen to own any of DeAndre Hopkins cards, you're probably quite happy right now. These are up anywhere between 25% and all the way up at 944%. Goodness gracious. His Topps Chrome rookie base card in PSA 10 conditions shot up from, it was around $15, now it's $40 over the last 30 days. His Prism base in PSA 10 was all the way down around $13, now it's $45. That's a big 30-day increase. But how about this? His Prism Silver. You could have scooped one of his Prism Silvers up in raw condition for around $9 30 days ago. Today, you could turn around and sell it for $90. That is a 10x increase over the course of 30 days. That's pretty good. His Topps Chrome X-Fractor PSA 10s nudged up from $45 to $70. And finally, his Contenders Rookie Ticket Auto has gone from $36 to $45. It has been a good month overall for sure for DeAndre Hopkins. All right, we've reached that point in today's show. It is time for today's number 1 card. But before I give it to you, let me remind you that all of the charts and graphs from today's show are from Market Movers. Market Movers is the ultimate way to price out sports cards and to track your collection, and you can use it for free. One of the best ways to get Market Movers is to go to the App Store on your phone and search for Market Movers. Download the Market Movers mobile app. It's awesome to use and it's free to use. Check it out. Once again, download Market Movers from the App Store on your phone. Okay, here we are, guys. We are going with a baseball prospect who's made some really big waves recently. In the number 1 spot, it is Caleb Durban, the shortstop prospect for the New York Yankees. So the Arizona Fall League is in full swing right now, and the Yankees appear to have one of the best prospects in the Arizona Fall League in Caleb Durban. And this past weekend, the Arizona Fall League had its All-Star game where Durban showcased his skills. He went 2 for 3 with a double and 2 runs batted in. And Durban also recently broke the Arizona Fall League record for the most steals when he stole his 25th base on Monday. So there's a lot of baseball prospectors and a lot of New York Yankees fans that are really excited in what they might have with Caleb Durban, and that, as you can imagine, is causing his cards to shoot right up. And let's take a look at some of those cards here in Market Movers. This is his 2024 Bowman Chrome First Prospect Auto, a new card, just came out earlier this year. We're going to look at that in raw condition. We're also going to look at the purple refractor version of it, number to 250 in raw condition. We are going to look at the regular refractor, number to 499 in raw condition. And then finally, we're going to look at the speckle refractor, number to 299 in raw condition. And if you've been peeking at these graphs, as I've been calling these cards up, you can see they're all going up. In fact, the main graph there combines all 4 of these cards, and they're all up almost the exact same amount, which is pretty crazy. All of these different variations of the same card are up anywhere between 550% and 650%. And if you have other variations of Caleb Durban's card, they're probably up similar amounts as well, right? His the base version of his prospect auto in raw condition has moved from $10 all the way up to $75 over the last 30 days. What an increase on that card. The purple refractor has gone from around $8 all the way up to $55. The regular refractor has gone from around $15 all the way up to $97. And how about the speckle refractor, which has gone from $20 all the way up to $139. That is a $119 increase on what started off as just a $20 card over the last 30 days. That is pretty spectacular. And this is why some people love baseball prospecting. It is real boom or bust, and you bust a lot of times, but when you hit it right, you can see these types of unbelievable gains, as we just saw right now with Caleb Durban's cards. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's Top 5. If you did, please give it a like and a subscribe, and make sure to go download the Market Movers app from the App Store. Download it to your phone and check it out right now. We appreciate you watching, and we'll see you soon with our next episode. Take care.